If you have seen any of the previous videos where I talked about the Arweave naming system, you've probably also heard me talking about the Arweave name token. The Arweave naming token, or ANT or ANT, is a process that is attached to an RNS name in order to have some level of control over that RNS name. So let's talk about it. Basically, I think a good representation would be, let's say this is the process, right? This is the Arweave name token. And then this Arweave name token is associated to an RNS name, right? For example, here we'll say Meredi Kim, right? And also, yeah, let's put this here. So this Arweave name token is associated to this array, to this RNS name, to have some level of control. So for example, if I want to add a controller to this, I will send my request to my Arweave name token to do that, to add a controller, to remove a controller, to add another name, or all those sorts of things, right? So it sort of gives a barrier to who has access to this RNS name and all those types of things. And so whenever you create an RNS name, the first thing that happens is this Arweave name token process gets spawned. Then it gets added to the RNS registry together with this process ID, so that whenever you're trying to do something to this RNS name, we first check if you have the access to do that via this process, right? And there are a couple of actions you can perform on this Arweave name token. For example, if you want to transfer ownership of this name, you need to do it via the Arweave name token, right? If you want to add a controller or add another name, you also do it via this same Arweave name token. And if you have seen one of those previous videos where I talked about RNS and how you can check if an RNS is already registered, you would see if an RNS is registered, the object that is returned has a name, has an owner, and it also has a process ID. So that process ID is this Arweave name token, the process ID of the Arweave name token, because the Arweave name token itself is a process, and it has and basically that process is a program that controls this Arweave, that controls this RNS name, right? So for example, let's say if this RNS name is associated to wallet one, and I'm like, hey, I'm the owner, but I want to add another address, right? Or another wallet address to be able to control this. I think a use case for that would be, let's say this is a company, right? And you want to give different developers a way to access that RNS and do things like deployment and change stuffs there. You do all that via this Arweave name token. So it's very, very crucial to understand this and how you can manipulate it in relation to your RNS name.